Ladies and gentlemen, hello flight simmers, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to P3D. So here we are after last week's 737 action. We are back in the Airbus world and today we're flying the still very awesome FSLabs A321 with the Sharklets and the IAE engines on a Turkish Airlines flight from Istanbul over to Tivat. And you might be wondering why Tivat. It's not exactly the sort of big fancy international airport which is very popular, but the experts among you will certainly know that Tivat has some very cool and also challenging approaches depending on which runway is in action. But we definitely won't get our standard ILS approach later on. It will be much more involved and much more fun also in a way, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And on top of that, we are even flying out of Istanbul today on a VATSIM event which you might not guess looking into that direction because it's still very empty. It's a huge airfield and it just takes so many aircrafts to make it look packed, but there's at least a little bit of traffic over here. Oh nice, 777 just pushing back. That's of course a very nice scene. Yeah, I really love this airport, but it's just the issue that it's so big it always looks empty no matter how much traffic there is here. But yeah, so we're gonna have VATSIM ATC at least out of Istanbul today, and let's see, maybe we are very lucky and we will also get some ATC into Tivat later on, but yeah, we will see about that. Alright, other than that, I think there's not a lot of introduction needed at this point. We will jump inside the flight deck and check out our routing on the EFB. So we don't need to pull anything in the screen right now. And yeah, you can see GSX is doing the refueling at the moment, and then we can also kick up the boarding pretty soon. And yeah, I think that's really all we need to say at this point. I'm looking forward to this flight. Make sure to definitely watch the approach. I think it will be a fun one, and let's go ahead and kick things off. Alright, and here we are in the flight deck. Looking into that direction, only 30 FPS. Might be some traffic on the other side or maybe some shadows, but I think it will definitely be good in terms of FPS once we go flying, that's for sure. Okay, let's see. We have the initial load sheet, which we can just accept like that. So we have a zero fuel weight of 67.8. I think 170 something packs in here today. Takeoff weight 77.6 tons out of 93.5 max. So you can see still pretty far away from max weights here on all measures. Actually 179 packs, that's the number we are carrying today. Right, I've mentioned Navigraph already, so let's take a look. It's a fairly short flight, I believe. Actually, yeah, here we go. So operating Turkish 1095, 1 hour and 20 minutes over to Tivat, and then actually I've selected Istanbul for return airport. Firstly, because I think it's not entirely unrealistic, it's not so far away, so why not go back to home base in case anything happens? And secondly, this sort of gives us the extra fuel we need if we do want to shoot like a second approach for whatever reason or something. So yeah, that's the reason basically. And yeah, let's go. Where do we continue on Navigraph? We said. So I think we are departing on northerly directions today. We're here at the Foxtrot stand, so I do assume we get a 36 departure, which will only be a very short taxi for us. That would be nice. Otherwise 35 right I think is also quite commonly used for the departures. Let's see. And then I believe it's the Varden departure, but yeah, Varden 4 Delta. That should be the one. And looking at Tivat just briefly. Okay, this does not give us a good idea of the airport. Let's maybe switch to satellites for a moment and zoom in. So here is Tivat, which is a coastal town in Serbia, Montenegro. And we have runways 14 and 32. It's hard to see here, but these mountains here on this side get very, very high. And we can either be landing on 32, so we will fly along this little bit of a valley here. And we can also do a circling approach into 16, which will also put us along the valley. Then we do a left-hand turn and sort of turn around this bay area. And then be on a very short final sector. So both of the approaches are very fun. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Right, let's see, AOC menu. Let's go over to FMGC. In it, clear all the messages. So this is all set. 360. That's fine. In terms of boarding, I think we still need to be waiting for some fuel, but in order to not take too long, we're just gonna select board now, and then we can get started on that one. Right, then of course we should switch on the ADIRS. I should have actually done that earlier. But that's still gonna be okay in terms of timing, since we anyway still need to wait for the fuel. We can get ready on the frequency, so just check, or actually let's do the cool way. Let's go add to AOC menu, departure ATIS. Let's see if this not available. That is definitely incorrect, because we do have information Charlie. Okay, so I will just let you know. So 35 left and 36 are active for departure, which is the one just next to us. That's perfect. Bird activity in the vicinity. This does not really apply to us, to be honest, here in the sim. And yeah, wind 230 at 4 knots, so hardly any wind, just a little bit, variable winds. Cav okay, 19 degrees 1018, beautiful weather here in Istanbul today. Okay, and so we will, I don't know, there's not even so much to do at this point, to be honest. I think I will just wait for the boarding and the fuel loading to progress a bit further, and then we will get our clearance. Yeah, let's do it like that. Alright, so now we have at least the fueling completed, and I think now it's a good time to get the clearance. Just before I forget, we always need to send off the fuel report like that. Otherwise the aircraft will be mad at me. Okay, so that's done. We are on delivery frequency 1217. Departure ATIS is still it's loading. Should still be Charlie. Istanbul delivery. Good evening, Turkish 10905. Information Charlie stand Foxtrot 5 is requesting clearance to Tivat.
Turkish 1095 clear to Tivat, Vaden for Echo departure runway 36, initial climb 8,000 feet, squawk 6452.
Clear to Tivat, runway 36, Vaden for Echo departure, initial altitude 8,000 feet and squawk 6452, Turkish 1095.
Turkish 1095, read back correct.
Okay, so that's set. Let's do the squawk first. 6452. Then we do the flight plan setup. Boarding completed. That's good timing now. So runway 36, indeed it is. Very short taxi for us. on the Vaden for Echo departure, insert. For the arrival, let's actually see if we can get some weather information. Right now it's 140 at 2, and that's very good. So we can do the circling. But we will set it up localizer 32 Zulu. And arrival route, I need to double check, is the port 1 Yankee, which we will check later on during the cruise that it makes sense. Okay, copy active, perfect. Very good stuff. We did get the weights as well, so 0 fuel weight 77.7. Block fuel 10. We have an alternate fuel coming back to Istanbul 3.7, and that's of course very high, but that's okay, that makes sense. Let's go wind request. And there's the final load sheet. It's even better. So in at 77.6, it's in here. Okay, so let's take that value at 27.6. Like that. Let's make sure the wind is being uploaded. And let's see, is boarding complete? It is. Okay, so let's go ahead, seatbelts, and fire up the APU. Like this. Initial altitude 8,000. And that's not loading, and why not? And something is still off because we also don't have... Okay, so we got that. That's what I have been looking for. Okay, strange. Wind upload is not working. Head 36. Head 36, but it's in here, and that should be fine. Ah, there it is, wind data. At least it just said. Okay, let's do the performance first, and then we can revisit Istanbul. Let's see, do we need to plan for any shortening? Maybe Golf 8 Alpha, but we will probably even get it full length. So let's go takeoff. Lima Tango Fox Mike. Runway 36 full length. Aircon. Let's go aircon on. It's kind of warm out there. 1019. It's in here. Let's change that to an A. Ooh, shit. That's my viewpoints. 1018. Okay, optimum try. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so 1 plus F up 08 flex 56 153 58 61. Let's bring this up, just makes it a little bit easier. So 1 at up 0.8 flex 56, speeds 153 158 161. Sweet. Thrust reduction acceleration 1.3, engine out 1.8. I think we can leave it at that. And clean speed 241. Do we have anything on the departure? Yes, we do. Max 240. Okay, so although it says sled retraction 217, 241. Yeah, I think we will. It's 5 miles. I think we will be on the sleds at least until reaching this point. But after that, just nothing crazy. Okay. Let's see. Can we get a little bit of a better taxi map? No, maybe Going back to the charts. Yeah, I think this will do. That's perfect. Okay, double checking the load sheet. So this looks okay. Then we will... Yeah, we also need to run some checklists, of course. Getting my paper checklist ready. Let's go... APU bleed, external power off. This is okay. Fuel pumps on. Might be a little bit early still. And we will put this to TA. Door is coming locked. All right, let's see. Cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity, we have 10 tons on board, almost 9.98. Seat belts are on. Adheres are nav, and nav. Bear reference is set 1018 3 times. That's looking good. Okay, now let's see. There's a ground. We will just call ready for taxi, and then he will probably put us to another frequency. Turkish 10905 stand. Foxtrot 5 is ready for push and start.
Turkish 1095 contact ground 124.725.
Ground on 124.725 for Turkish 10905. Bye bye. Okay, so now let's press interphone, and this will trigger the GSX pushback.
Captain crew, please arm your doors for departure. Thank you.
Turkish 12 Foxtrot, Golf 7 Alpha, hold short, the runway 36 ready for departure.
Turkish 12 Foxtrot, contact Istanbul Tower on 130.625.
Contact Tower 130.625, Turkish 12 Foxtrot.
Kaset çalar, elektronik oyunlar, taşınabilir bilgisayar, disk çalar, radyo ve televizyon
Istanbul
alıcıları,
ground, good evening. Turkish 10905 stand. Foxtrot 5 is ready for push and start.
Turkish 1095 hello, push and start about road space South Kenneth 1019.
Hello Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Push and start approved facing south on QNH 1019, Turkish 1095. Okay, so it actually is 1019. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we have custom PA.
Departure checks complete.
Oh no, someone spawned into us.
Takeoff, landing,
Hopefully we'll be on in short. But yeah, custom Turkish Airlines PA announcement. That's so cool. Even have been introduced by Phoenix now with the custom PAs, and I think it just adds so much immersion, which is great. Okay, let's see. Let's run the before start checklist. Parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds and thruster inserted. Windows are closed on both sides, and beacons are on. Tail is going right.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at 2.
Would love for you to promote it by starring in a flashy airline.
All right, let's fire up the engines. Bleed air is established. Let's start with number 2 and look outside.
You can release it as shown here when needed. The cabin crew also provides loop belts for infants.
Superman, pass it here.
Sorry, that one's on me.
Oh, you ruined my shot. Go get it.
Don't worry, Superman. My jewelry-themed powers will keep you safe.
What?
Should there be a loss of pressure in the cabin, oxygen masks will be automatically released from the service unit above your seats. Pull the nearest mask towards you to start the oxygen flow. Make sure your mask is well adjusted before helping others.
Lucy, I can't see through this thick fog.
I'm right here.
Clear the fog.
I have never been on Turkish Airlines in real life, but this sounds terribly entertaining. Crazy stuff. Actually, let's... that's a relief. We don't need to do... or don't need to get the full program, I guess. Okay, let's see. Number 2 is almost fired up. That is available. Starting number 1, setting parking brake.
Unlocking gear.
Okay. Just want to look at my... So we are on Tango 11 and we'll probably get Foxtrot 6 to the hold short point. Very easy. Clear. Okay, tower will be on 130 decimal 625. Yeah, I was indeed hoping for a little bit of more action here on this VATSIM day, but yeah, it's still nice to finally fly at this airport with ATC. That's pretty cool. Alright, he's saying bye-bye. That's good, we're just waiting for engine number 1 to establish. And there we are, avail. Okay, so starter back to normal. APU bleed off, anti-ice not required. APU master switch off. Auto brake max. We have a trim setting of up 0.8 and a flap 1 plus F. And just to double check, so that's center of gravity at 25 roundabout, which should correspond to takeoff center of gravity 25.4, so that's spot on. Okay, then we do a quick flight control check. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral, and now switching over to nose wheel steering. That should be set. Yeah, there you can see the tiller move now with my rudder pedals. Alrighty. Weather system 1, predictive wind shear. Oh, this one I forgot. Oh, ground spoilers arm, of course. And now we should be able to read the after start checklist. Anti-ice not required. ECAM status is check. Pitch trim is set up 0.8 at 25.4%, and rudder trim is neutral. After start checklist completed. Turkish 10905 is ready for taxi.
Turkish 10905, taxi holding point runway 36 via Foxtrot 6, Golf 6, Golf 6 Alpha.
Holding point runway 36 via Foxtrot 6 and Golf 6 Alpha, Turkish 10905. Okay, then we do taxi and turn off lights. I'm not super happy with this viewpoint for whatever reason. Maybe something like this works better for us. Okay. And left is, or right is clear. Left is clear. Let's move. And we are picking up speed. Ever so slightly. Okay, so this is Foxtrot 6 and then it's just straight ahead. Very short taxi here today. Okay, brakes are working. Let's go TO config, that's checked. TARA is set. Let's run the taxi checklist. Flight controls are checked. Flap setting is config 1 plus F. Radar and predictive wind shear is on, and auto engine mode selectors. Normal DKM mode takeoff no blue. That's checked. Yeah, FPS still a little bit low. Yeah, let's see how it is up there in the sky. Not quite sure why it's running so low today, with absolutely no clouds and yeah, a little bit of traffic, but not much. Okay, I'm just noticing something. That's not the correct chart. Holy cow. That's something we quickly... We are flying the 4 Echo. That's the one we are doing. Okay. Ooh, I'm glad I caught this. So we have a very early turn.
1095, contact Istanbul Tower on 130.25.
Tower on 130625 for Turkish 1095. Bye bye. And approach will be 133225. Yeah, so I'm glad we definitely were assigned the Echo departure, and I'm just very glad I just caught that right now. So initial right-hand turn 024, then max 240, 2200 above, 6400 above. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Are we on tower frequency 136.5? Istanbul Tower, Turkish 1095 is holding short, runway 36.
Trafik arkadaşlarımız kalkış sinyallerinize lütfen. Yürüyüşler. Have a nice flight.
That was fun. Okay, not sure if you heard us. Let's try again. Istanbul Tower, good evening. Turkish 1095 is holding short, runway 36. That's it, parking brake. Exit light off.
Turkish 1095 Istanbul.
Turkish 1095, now I reach you.
Late wind 210 degrees for not runway 36, clear for takeoff, airborne 1, LYTV 225.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 36 and departure on 133225 for Turkish 1095. Okay, now we're good to go. Let's go. Parking brake off. Takeoff lights. Yeah, it seems like he has a little bit of a sound issue there. Let's see if it says something. contact radar immediately after takeoff. Okay. So that's what we will do. Right, let's see. Lineup checklist. Takeoff runway 36 is identified. TCAS is TARA. And PEX 1 and 2 are on engines, as we have calculated for. And so we are ready to go. Let's go timer and chrono. And let's go flying. Okay, stabilizing at 105 EPR. And man, toga. No, why toga? Did I not enter the values? I think I did. Okay, maybe I've missed something, but never mind. We'll go toga. Also very fun. V1 rotates. And we're airborne. Positive rate, gears coming up. Okay, very quick look because we have to go into right hand turn. Just about now. Climb power is set. Let's switch 133.225. Yezukai approach. Good evening. Turkish 1095 is passing through 2200.
Turkish 1095 Ishkir identified climb way set flight level 240.
Flight level 240 for Turkish 1095. Flaps up. Speed check. Flaps up. Was it 240? Yeah, I think it was 240. Right. Chrono. Lights. Spoilers. Nice, not too bad actually, not too bad. Calling the flight director. Okay, let's go autopilot 1. Alright, that's the departure out of Istanbul. I'm just a little bit puzzled about the flex speed because I was quite certain.
Turkish 905 contact Ankara 132150.
Ankara 132150 for Turkish 1095. Bye bye.
Turkish 3 Victor Papa Ankara 132150.
32.
Cancel again, sir. Turkish 3 Victor Papa.
15.
I'm closing Ankara 132150.
Ankara control, good evening. Turkish 1095 is passing through 7700.
Turkish 1095, good afternoon. Climb flight level 360.
Level 360 for Turkish 1095. Alright, now we are set, guys.
366 requesting 2
This
minutes.
completes our departure out of Istanbul, and now I'm very much looking forward to the hopefully awesome circle to land approach into Tivat. Enjoy the cruise and catch you later. So welcome back, folks. Here we are approaching Tivat, and yeah, it turns out I noticed during the climb that all my weights were entirely off, and I think that's also part of the reason why we had this toga thrust on the takeoff. Not sure if GSX messed up something with the loading, or maybe it was my own fault by, I don't know, doing something in the wrong order. I don't know yet. I will probably notice during the editing of the video what happened there. But anyhow, then I got a crash to desktop. Sim just crashed on me, don't know why. So anyway, had to restart the flight, and then I could bring all the weights in order. Right, so that's all in the past now. We need to be focusing on the approach into Tivat, and that's going to be a nice one because the weather allows us to do the circle to land. Let's get ready here with a few things. So we are coming into Podgorica, then turning left on the Podgorica to Delta, arrival, Sorak, Olivu, and from Olivu we will go on the localizer Zulu runway 32. So you can see here's Olivu, right and turn Gozut, and then on the localizer. And from, or based on this localizer, we will fly the circle to land with flight tracks into runway 16, and that's really fun. By the way, just passing over Podgorica airport. Now below 10,000, so let's do like this. Oh, I forgot the seatbelt signs. That's a little bit late. We will do auto brake medium for sure. Going 1017, which is local. Right, I think now we should be set for the time being. Because we still need to set up quite a few things. So this is the localizer at 3 miles. Into the localizer, we turn left on track 295 for 4.7 miles. And then we do a very slight right-hand turn. And then we will do a big 180-degree right-hand turn visual flying. And then landing into runway 32. It's very cool. But we want to set up these waypoints actually. So what we do, we go into wait, where is it? Data, pilot waypoints. Oh yeah, these were from my training flight. Let's see them. Okay, let's call it waypoint 1, so whiskey 1. And this is from Tango India Victor, bearing of 334, but the opposite direction. So that's gonna be 154, if I'm not mistaken, at 3 miles. Store new waypoint, and this is gonna be called waypoint 2, and this one is based off waypoint 1 we just did, then on a track of 295 or 4.7, like this. Store new waypoint, waypoint 3, based off waypoint 2 on a track 314 of a distance 1.5. Like this. Store, and now just looking, a very mountainous terrain here, very cool stuff indeed. Okay, and now we just need to put them in here for the fixes. So whiskey 1, whiskey 2, and whiskey 3, and this should bring them up on the chart eventually. There we are. So that's whiskey 1, whiskey 2, whiskey 3. So now we roughly know where we want to be flying. Okay, coming into 5,000 now. We will go down to 4,000 eventually. Now we are slowing down to 210 knots. Let's adjust this brightness a little bit. Yeah, it's really a handful and it's going very quick now, but This is so cool. Look at how close, how freaking close we are to this terrain. Holy guacamole. It's really crazy. I think it's a very nice part of the world to visit with these mountains dropping into the ocean here. Very, very cool stuff. Okay, we should not be going below 5,000 for the time being. Descent. Okay, I guess it's fine. Let's go flap 1, speed check flaps 1. Okay, let's quickly run the approach checklist. Parameters is set 1017 3 times. Seatbelts on minimums 1840 is set. Auto brake medium is set, and engine mode selector is normal. Approach checklist is completed. Right, landing systems. And let's go speed, yeah, let's go flap 2 and then let's go speed 180. Don't want to go too slow since it's still a couple of miles to go. Right, yeah, so category Charlie aircrafts 1840 is our minimum decision altitude. So that's set. Right. Turning into GoSud. By the way, we're flying offline now. For the very reason that there was no traffic or no ATC anywhere close to the airport, and so I decided to just log off because it's like one program less running in the background, and I want to save every bit of performance I can get from my computer. So now we can nicely see this is the valley, which is basically our localizer track towards the airport, and the airport is just located back there. Right, so localizer is captured. And then we will go down to 1900 eventually. So descent. Yeah, now we are tracking all the way to localizer 3 miles, so still like 11 miles straight ahead. And then it will get very fun indeed. I haven't done a landing calculation, but runway 14. So let's see, auto brake medium. Landing distance available 2500. Okay, so low does not even work. That's quite interesting, but medium of course does. Yeah. Oh, I haven't shown you the winds, have I? So that was the latest weather. No wind at all. Cavalcade 13 degrees 1017. That's well, we should be good for a circle to land approach here. Okay.
Hi, it's Norman. Yep, that's the cabin secure for landing. See you in the ground, bye.
Reset. Okay, so for what it's worth, I have done 2 practice landings the other day, and both of them actually were very nice. I was fairly happy with those, but of course doing it on video, it's a whole different story. So let's see how the landing's gonna be. Right, so there's the airfield just back there. This approach is so freaking cool. And look how high these mountains are going here. We are already way below the mountain tops. Going up to 5,700 feet, those peaks.
2,500.
Okay, let's go manage speed and then we will get into full landing config. Gear down. Okay, now we go track and we get ready for track to, what was it, 295. So we just need to pull it once we hit 3 miles. Flaps 3. And flaps full. At 295. Now we are 4 miles. Let's do the landing checklist. EK memo landing.
Minimum.
No blue. Yeah, that's minimums. Wow, look at this pitch we are putting in here. Okay, 3.6. 3.4. 3.3. Let's pull it. Track 295, 3 miles. Nice. Getting quite close to the alpha range. Yeah, I even turned a little bit too late. We can adjust a little bit. Let's go to 90. And after that we will be heading track 314 for another mile. That's only going to be very short. Let's get ready. Oh, I think those we actually don't. I think most operators actually don't use them for landing, but I'm not sure. Okay. Anyhow, let's focus on the important stuff. Let's look at this. Alright, there's the airfield. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. Okay, what was it again? 314. Just a little bit more. A little bit further. Yeah, heading over this little bit of a city down there. Okay, let's go 314. And now we will actually... Well, let's wait for the turn and then we can take the aircraft. Heading straight onto Whiskey 3, perfect. Okay, now we should be hitting 4 miles DME and then we start the right-hand turn. Okay, my aircraft. Manual flight. Okay, 3.8 miles. 3.9, 4 miles. Right-hand turn and now we start descending. Flight director off. I haven't checked the go around altitude. Okay, I don't want to mess around. I completely forgot. Let's go something. I think 4,000 should be fine. Right, now you can see there's the harbor. We are aiming for that harbor and then we should be straight on the runway. Now the difficult part of flight simming is judging the altitude because we need to look out. I'm seeing 4 whites, so we are high. Let's correct. Okay, let's see. Still 4 white, so coming a little bit high.
1,000.
This is the harbor. Yeah, now it's 1 red. Okay, we are recovering. Oh, it's so hard to see. 2 reds, 2 whites, perfect. I'm so happy that there's no wind at all, because
500.
having a crosswind now on the final makes it even more trickier.
400.
Okay, that was not too bad. We're pretty much on profile. That was not too bad. Alright. A little bit off center line, but I'd say that's okay. Let's keep it descending.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
And come on. There we are. Reverse. Reverse green decel. Yeah, I will take that any day into Tivat. Idle forward. Manual braking. Nice! I like it. I like it for sure. Cool. Is there a turning patch back there? Yes, there is. Cool, cool, cool. That was not too bad. Welcome to Tivat, everyone. Let's see, Volanta touchdown rate 131, yes. Sweet. Very good stuff. Okay, let's do flaps. Flight time 129. Now let's see if we can make a nice turnaround, and then we will hurry back for the apron. That has to be one of the coolest shots I ever took. Very, very cool airport indeed. Okay, let's hurry back. I think being on the runway, we are allowed to taxi fairly fast. I think some airlines even go like 40 knots or something. Okay, in the meantime, taxi lights, APU start. We have weather radar and predictive wind shear. Alright, we will take stand 5. Yeah, there's a static airliner here with the scenery. Look at this, like an old tractor. Very cool. I think that's gonna be hard to judge also because I do not have a custom GSX profile, which surely would be super helpful for this one. So let's see. Let's try it as good as we can. But I think it's gonna be difficult. Oh, this is a very, very tight spot indeed. Okay, let's see. Should we trust GSX? Yeah, maybe. Okay, there we go. I'm curious how this is gonna look from the outside. Anyhow, let's shut down engine 1 and 2. To 3000, stand by, that's set. 125, we do have hot brakes, but brake fans are already on. APU bleed, we will shut off the fuel pumps, beacons, seat belts, strobes, oh, landing lights. Oh, I forgot all the taxi lights. That's not good. That's not good at all. Anyhow, here we are. Parking checklist. Parking brake or chocks are set, engines are off, wing lights are off, fuel pumps are off. Parking checklist is completed. Alright folks, and here we are. Welcome once again to Tivat, and this parking is way off, but I'm gonna blame this on GSX. I followed their instructions, but to be fair, the final turn, like the swinging around, was actually quite nice. That's pretty much straight on this final bit of line there. Not too bad. Yeah, beautiful, cool, small airport. It's kind of hard to squeeze in here with an A321, but they do fly here for real. I've double and even triple checked that. Right. Wow, this APU is so loud. Okay, so we're gonna leave it here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this FSLabs A321 flight. Still an awesome aircraft to fly. Very cool indeed flying it into Tivat here. I can only recommend to all of you guys, if you want to go for a challenging approach, this would be one I would recommend. It's very fun to fly indeed. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Next week, most likely back to Microsoft Flight Sim for another video, and then we are already getting pretty close to the 777 release for Microsoft Flight Sim. That's gonna be super exciting, and I will make sure to cover it on the channel as well. Alright guys, so thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.